Hey everybody, welcome to our live chat after the episode. Little heads up today, I guess I'm hosting. Ty is a little deaf right now, so if you have questions or want to talk to him, we got to shout a little louder, but also put everything into the chat because he will be monitoring that. But we have Ash, we have Ty, we have myself, and Carol in spirit. How is everybody doing today?
Doing very well, Anna. Thank you.
Excellent.
Hanging in there, Anna. It's been a quiet week. I don't think that's my natural form.
Must be like a small blessing, right? You know, all that extra time spent in your head.
It's very humbling. It's a dark, dangerous place in there that I've been locked inside my own cube. I think the freakiest thing is that I keep trying to turn the volume of the music down, which is really messed up because I can't hear anything, but I'll be humming along to like songs inside my head that are now so loud because of the procedure that I'll reach up to turn the volume down because it feels like I have headphones on right now.
Wow.
Insanity.
That's a new level of weird I didn't need.
No, it's really messed up.
Okay.
So in the chat right now, we have Destiny asking what just happened on that episode. So I feel like we're going to unpack that a little bit tonight, Anna.
I mean, an excellent question, Destiny.
And then we have Christy says hello. Mace Raider and Theo say hello. Mace Raider complimented the stash. So they win one in my book.
Great. Ty's happy. He's going to put his feet up now.
Feet are up.
Yep. And we got to wish Anna a very happy belated birthday as well. Anna's birthday was on Sunday. Happy birthday, Anna.
Right, Anna, you're getting so old on us.
I know. Still the baby of the group.
Yep.
Still the baby of the group. But yeah, I'm definitely feeling it, you know, like the hips are going, you know. just creaking. It's good. It's good.
Can you feel those weather changes, Anna? When a cold front's moving in
your bones.
Dude, since I fell down on my ankle, like I don't know, man. Something's happening. It's like foretelling the future.
You got that barometer effect going on.
Something, man. Something. But speaking of weird things, I guess, yeah, let's talk about what happened in that episode. So, Ash, what was we had some big moments. Like how do you feel about it all?
I mean, the episode is really exciting. I love seeing the power outage again. That was kind of crazy in the moment because it was during the day, so it wasn't super obvious right away because it was still light out, but we realized there was all this beeping happening as the cameras were all shutting off, and it was really intense in the moment. And doing that EVP session, like I could feel the eeriness in watching the episode that I could feel in that living room that day. Like it was very palpable.
It's like Clara talks about with the, I think she says the umbrella coming down over the house.
Yeah.
Like that was one of those moments where you could feel the energy changing in the house. So it's like, I don't think any of us even questioned whether or not the power blip was coincidence or an answer to the question that we were asking. I think at that point, having been in the Hinsdale house for like, we're on hour 36, right, of like investigating, I don't think any of us were just like, could that have been? It was just like, yep.
Yeah,
we get it.
There are no coincidences.
It's crazy. I was just talking with Ash, for people in the chat, I was just talking with Ash before this started, that the next two episodes are so fast, impactful, and scary. I forgot about a lot of the stuff that happened in this one. This episode was like the deep breath before the Hinsdale really goes insane, right?
Yeah, definitely the calm before this storm for sure.
Yeah, it really it ramped up quick too. And we have a bonus scene actually that I think fits in really well here, where it's just like it started with the, you know, with the lights and the power, and then kind of calms down, but then, you know, we turn our backs for a second and it's like, no, I'm here. So I think we should have Nick switch on that bonus scene for our viewers.
After the rune reading gave us a new direction, we took a break outside of the house to get some clarity and regroup. While we were all outside, we heard a huge bang come from inside the house that kind of sounded like a door slamming. Of course, our filming equipment was all powered down for the break, but we immediately went back inside to investigate.
I don't know where in the house it came from, but it was disaster. I heard it, but I thought
Yeah, I just thought it was
No,
Ash.
I was literally, I stood here and took off my loud just for the...
So that was loud enough where something should have fallen.
Right.
Can we rewind the IR?
Anybody here?
Yeah. Did you hear that big bang?
Yeah, I thought it was someone closing the door.
No. I got...
Claire said the door would open and close, like the sound of it, but nothing would move.
Oh, and Casey said that as well.
Right?
But I was standing right there staring at the door and it didn't open.
move. Yeah.
That was
Is
me.
that open? She said that unlocks itself sometimes.
That was a very loud bang.
Also, the energy in this room is different. That
I definitely thought.
This feels like Hinsdale 2017 for me in this room right now.
I definitely thought that it was Ash just letting it fly shut.
Yeah,
too.
no, I didn't even go inside.
What's your read on the room?
I don't know. I'm so confused about that noise. I hate when you think it's just so loud and obvious that it's a person you don't even pay attention to it.
If we're starting back up again and you're working up to communicate, great.
Oh.
Keep doing that.
I don't like that you did that just now because I also got a feeling of shudder.
Yeah.
And it's like you fucking felt it for me.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
gross.
Yeah, it's weird.
This is what we want, though.
No, that's
No,
good.
it is. It's
Thank
just
you
it's
very much.
weird when
Thank
your
you.
friend reacts the same way.
Just keep going. We gotta step
be
outside
right
for
back.
a minute.
Be right back.
But yeah, whatever you're doing, we're gonna need this so that we can have a great conversation later.
I love that. We need this so we can have a great conversation later as we're all like peeing our pants in slight fear.
It's literally me trying to set boundaries with an extra dimensional being. You know, like, we can't talk right now. I know that we've been saying that we want to, but I really need a moment for me.
Yeah, that feeling in the room when we went back in was so kind of icky. Ugh.
And it was so it's weird too because I remember that feeling, and it was a very nighttime feeling in the middle of the day, which makes like, I guess the only way that I can put it is just like when you're sitting in quiet, but your ears are ringing because like that was just kind of how it felt like to me, is that tinnitus type of anxiety feeling sitting in that room during the day, just being like, yo, you're not going anywhere, are you, Hinsdale? You're all about doing what you want to do right now.
There is a level of like soaking in that energy, right? So you're literally sitting in like a bowl of jello of Hinsdale something, and it does feel claustrophobic.
Well, and that's why I think the breaks are so important. Like, we stepped outside so we could continue to put together ideas and just get that almost psychic exhale. We needed a deep breath, because sitting in there just pushing it and pushing it and pushing it, it'll drive you nuts.
Yeah, absolutely. That sound too was so loud. I was the one closest to the house when it happened, and it did sound like a door slamming, but everyone thought that it was me coming out or going into the house, and I hadn't even moved near the house. So it was so strange.
Well, I'm looking in the chat here. Link Sommerfeld makes a really good point. In Claire's journal, she talks a lot about being upstairs, being in bed. You know, it's the middle of the night. She knows that her family, either her husband is at work, working the overnight shift, or her family is home and asleep, and just hearing the door open and close like someone's coming and going. And like, I can't imagine in my home hearing that and knowing that it's the outside door. You know,
in the middle of the woods.
In the middle of the woods, you're around no one, like, and you're just hearing someone come and go. That, no matter how long I do this, that'll always be pretty freaky to me.
Yeah, that's super sketchy. Ooh.
Totally. I mean, and it's interesting to think about like the amount of people, like actual live people that come down that road just to look at that house. Never mind what spiritually might be coming down that road to walk into that house.
That actually happened to us. Yeah, we had a
Several
few
times.
real life humans come and show up, wanting to investigate, wanting to see the house for themselves. And it was kind of startling. And I guess that was only a fraction of what Clara received and her family while they lived there.
That's
Right.
true. I mean, it wasn't so bad that the second group that came that second night, totally trying to freak them out and just playing ghosts for a second. That was fun. With the flashlights in the window and all shining them at the car until they drove away.
Yeah.
You're
Any,
welcome, Dan.
Anything happening in the chat there? Any questions we can answer for our friends?
These people are talking about basically their experiences with the Hinsdale House, which is cool. Haunted by Haunted is talking a lot about what he experienced there. And Destiny is filling in a lot of the stuff that she's figured has happened through the episodes. I know Destiny is great at posting theories on our videos after they happen. Love looking forward to those every other day.
Absolutely.
But let's ask the chat, what are your guys' questions from the rune readings, from what's coming up next? There's going to be 2 more episodes that will lead up to an actual conclusion to the Hinsdale House. You guys helped us get there. Having an actual conclusion when doing kind of this work is really rare, so I'm glad that we have it. And I will also give a little spoiler away. I was really happy to see it for the first time because the ladies did everything while I was in the Estes method, and I was not part of the conclusion, it kind of felt like. So good work, all of you guys. I loved what I saw when Nick showed it to us.
But you were a big help in arriving at the conclusion. You were like a vital part of it, even if you weren't really aware.
Well, thank you. I was the microphone for the other side. It was cool. One thing I do want to mention, though, we talk about it every week. If you guys want to get the next episode right now, you can just sign up for our coffee club, which is ko-fi.com/hauntmeofficial. I think it's just the price of a cup of coffee gets you all kinds of bonus footages like you guys just saw here, and more than that, as well as I think tomorrow morning, the next episode that'll come out next Tuesday will be there for those people who can't wait and want some of that extra excitement in the in-between times.
If you do that and you do check out the new content, awesome. Thank you. Still join us for the live chat. We love hearing from y'all. And especially like during the episodes, seeing your reactions really like just gives me life. It's so good.
It's awesome. I want to ask in the chat, Haunted by Haunted is talking about this, the Hinsdale House a lot. He's saying that he always spends 2 nights there in a row. Has anyone who has spent time there, have you had interactions with the deer creature? Have you done any of the mirror scrying? Have you gotten names or had numbers of how many spirits are trapped inside there? I want to hear that in the chat for the people who've spent a couple nights at Hinsdale.
Someone shout out that they've met Walter.
That would blow my mind.
Yeah, it was cool.
The thing about that too, though, is like, I think one of the things that I'm sure about is that the Hinsdale House is definitely like Grand Central Station with a traffic jam. So it might be neat that there's Tana said that there are 7 spirits there continually. Maybe those are just like they're the best at trying to move the stuff along. And meanwhile, Walter just happened on by, and we just helped him on his way.
Yeah, it was kind of cool to hear from Paul said his cousin had gotten the name Carla from one of her visits to the house. So that was in one of our bonus clips from last week that Walter knew a spirit named Carla. So that was a cool kind of confirmation as well. It's always neat to hear from the listeners.
Hey Ash, I have an audio question here for you. Theo wants to know about using old reel-to-reel tape recorders. I know that you had one, and we used it once at the GRCC, if I remember right, way back when.
Yeah, I think we did.
what are your thoughts on using like a reel-to-reel physical magnetic tape versus digital audio recordings?
I
What are
mean,
the
it's
benefits of each?
it is cool. The weird thing about tape though is that like you can never really erase something that's on it. So over time, it does get kind of expensive because you're always needing to replace the tapes, because if you keep reusing them, there's a chance you're getting like an echo feedback on top of it, because it kind of a piece of the audio lingers on the tape. So it can be really cool, but it does get expensive to keep buying those. They're not as easy, I guess, to come by anymore. But it would be cool to kind of experiment more with that.
Yeah, I think that'd be cool. I can see how it could get expensive.
Yeah.
Two things, Anna. Haunted by Haunted talks about hearing voices coming from the woods during broad daylight, and also mentioning that the house, no matter what, seems to catch people off guard. And I feel like that's a very accurate way to describe the Hinsdale House itself, that no matter how well prepared you are, it's gonna catch you off guard. It happened to us. And then Bana Banu had an intense experience while watching The Mirror Scry. So Banu Banu, if you can hear me, please tell us in the chat what that experience was like while we're talking about this episode and answering some questions back.
Yeah, it is interesting to think about a location constantly keeping you on your toes, and following that up with the question of why. Like, if if the location is constantly keeping your senses heightened, is that a way for it to get more energy? Does it get more from the people that way? It's an interesting way to think about it. That's
I
my
think
answer.
so as well.
Yes.
Excellent. Well, while people are filling in some questions and chatting in the chat, we have a fun little bonus clip we can show you. Not from an episode, from just us having a grand old time. Let's play it, Nick.
Good.
Hey guys, you may see a familiar place. We're at the Hinsdale House. Had a little fun yesterday, a little craziness. Help! Oh, honey. Hello. What do we got here? Shit! So this is Mike's room. We didn't get to come into Mike's room last time. We went in last night, hoping to do more things like that and get into some little nooks and crannies where we didn't go before.
The lovely house in Hinsdale. As you can see here, we have an exceptional staircase, one of which you will fall down if you don't step correctly. Follow me. Nope, and there's a face. We have this spacious bedroom made perfectly for the single twin bed, and that's it. If you'll follow me to the left, here in the master bedroom, you have your child's room to the left, so you can't have any fun. Remember to look directly at your feet as you walk down these stairs. Otherwise, doom is sure to follow. Now I'll take you on a tour of the beautiful kitchen here. Comes with a wonderful dining set, merch to your left, Carol, and no sink, because that's passé.
Oh, sorry.
I forgot there was no sink there. That created a problem with
Yep.
when we decided to make dinner. We're just cleaning everything off in the bathroom.
Yep.
Anna, your house tour is so funny.
I just wanted to be a real estate agent for a day. Here, enjoy this tour of this haunted home.
I would have bought it.
Awesome. You could be like a successful haunted real estate agent. That could be the gimmick. Yeah, every
Caught me
home
on
comes with a
Discovery,
guest
baby.
already. They don't pay rent.
Oh man, so good. Well, anything else happening in the chat? I mean,
Yeah,
gosh.
Christy wants to know our thoughts on why so many people say that the Hinsdale House pulls you back. And I thought that would be a good question, especially for you, Anna.
Yeah. I think there are a number of reasons it could pull you back. I think there's a level of, as investigators, we're all curious, right? We all want to get the answer. So if we're talking about the house as a sentient being, it would recognize that and give you enough little little breadcrumbs to pull you back to the gingerbread house, right, in the woods. I think there's that. I think it also has a specific effect on specific people. You know, truthfully, not being dramatic, like I don't think that, not that the house hates me, but I don't think, like, I'm not its target. Yes, I did want to go back. I feel pretty content after this last one, but I think looking at our team and crew, I think it certainly had a stronger connection or attachment to the people.
Yeah, and I mean, like, talking to hold on one second. Talking to the people in the chat right here. Christy, just a question for you out there, and everyone that is in the chat right now. Comment me if you would like to go to the Hinsdale House right now, because I want to see do a little experiment here. If you guys have seen 8 episodes so far, just comment me in the chat room if you have a feel a pull there. Because I imagine that we're going to get a bunch of people saying me because we're part of that Hinsdale problem. You know, like it's letting us get away with as much as we get away with because we're also out there, you know, as bait to all these new people coming by. That's just kind of my thought, is like, while making this, I guess, season of Haunt Me, this deep dive into Hinsdale, knowing full well what we're literally doing is pulling people into the obsession of Hinsdale. You know, giving this video a couple days, I would love to see in the comments below how many people just say me. So I'll check back and look at that. That'd be cool.
Yeah.
So, yeah, if you want to go to Hinsdale because you've seen stuff like this, you're trapped in the Hinsdale gravitational pull, comment me under here and we'll check that out in a couple days.
Yeah, it's interesting. I mean, it's such an active location that you're almost bound to get some activity while you're there. And, you know, as a paranormal investigator, there's a certain desire to be in a place like that because, as we all know, it can be quite dull. Even some haunted locations, you know, are going to give you solid evidence every single night, but it feels like the Hinsdale House does do that. So that's something that's very unique to it, I think.
And everybody wants to be the one that cracks the code, right?
Yeah.
Like everyone wants to be that person that figures out the Hinsdale House. Yeah.
And like one of the things that we know from Hinsdale is as soon as we code crack, it doesn't change form again. That's how the house survives. I feel like you can get pretty close, but it morphs because it wants to stay alive. And that's what it's going to continue doing. And working with the other stuff besides the Nexus is really kind of what happened in this season, if I'm not giving too much away towards the end.
Well, we definitely saw you connect with other stuff. I mean, whatever you saw in that mirror, certainly, I don't know, I feel like we can say with confidence was not of the house.
I don't think so either. I think that thing was old.
It seemed ancient for sure. Something connected to the land, probably.
Totally. And like holding on to that mirror during that session, it literally, like the memory, when I look back at it and like revisit the tapes of the memory overwrite, I know I was just sitting in a room, but what I remember is like so much energy coming out of that mirror that it was like having my head outside a car window on the highway, you know, full on like Star Wars hyperspace, like lights flying by me and just trying not to blink.
Wow.
Yeah, so it was an experience for sure.
That's wild. Any other questions we can answer? Sorry, I don't have the chat up, so I feel a little blind.
No, everyone's talking about, you know, who would and who wouldn't go to Hinsdale and why, which is pretty cool.
Yeah,
I'm excited to read those back.
Yeah, it's really neat to know what happens in the next 2 episodes that are popping up here, and knowing how it's just gonna ramp and ramp until we really like lock in true Haunt Me style, and really hopefully make a difference there.
Well, speaking of the next 2 episodes, let's get a look at that teaser.
The voice again.
Like a woman
from downstairs.
It sounded like a woman going, oh. Did you hear that?
Yeah.
I'm gonna unravel myself.
Are you gonna go downstairs?
Do you think I should?
I don't know. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to overstep you. What are you?
I was gonna put something on the staircase.
Okay.
But if you think I should go downstairs, because that's how it kicked off last night.
That's up to you. I don't have an answer. I'm
do it for,
scared
like-
right now, and I don't know why.
Do you want me to stay in the...
That's why.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Hello.
Oh yeah,
Hello.
hi, nice to see you.
Who are we speaking with?
So before we get too into this, seeing this and thinking back on this, I feel we made a little crossroads and fucking sat Carol in the middle of it, and I feel like that was a terrible idea.
She's
Yeah.
fine.
She made it out.
Yeah.
It's true.
If there's anyone you're gonna put in the middle of it, it's Carol. She's the survivor.
I think that's fair. I do feel a little guilt over it, but we're good. She's good. It's all good.
Well, I mean, like at that point at the house or at the night, like we were losing. I mean, not that I could ever say that we had control, but I really
Right.
feel like night 2, the house was testing us no matter what. Like
Yeah.
Ash, you wanted to brave that closet, like whatever was in there was creeping on you.
Yeah, I didn't have fun.
And you can see that fun early if you donate to our coffee.
Good plug, Anna.
Yeah, I tried. I really tried. This isn't my forte, but yeah, I rewatched next week's episode today, and Ash, that you are brave, and good for you for sticking that out, because there's something lurking.
Yeah, it didn't feel good. It didn't sound good. That's all I'll say for now.
I mean, that's the same origin spot that in episode 5, the thing lunged out towards you guys at too. Like
Right.
it was kind of like your, standing your ground moment, going into that closet and just being like, I'm here. This
Yeah.
is it. And I went in with you, and I felt like again that tinnitus feeling where it was just like you could feel the house settling down and that something was charging up to happen. And I feel like you called the bluff first. And you were like, something is about to happen. I don't want to be around for the moment that it does. And so we casually just moved away.
Yeah, it's heavy. It's whatever was in that area didn't feel inviting at all.
Which is weird too, because it's like at any other location, you would try to stay in place and wait to catch whatever that thing bubbling up is about to be. But like Hinsdale, we already know it's haunted. Like we don't need
Yeah.
more evidence. Like it's cool to the viewers to be like, cool, another thing happened. But like on day 2, like so much had happened that you kind of hit this weird mode where you're like, if it doesn't progress the story or the mystery, I don't want it to happen. Like stop throwing stuff around the room if you're not going to give me a name. Like that's kind of
Right. And I knew that we still had some of the night left, and I didn't want to like completely get depleted by whatever was going on, which it kind of felt like would happen. So you got to listen to your gut in those situations.
Good job, honestly.
Thank you. I mean, you sat in the closet too.
Yeah. I think my experience echoes your uncomfortableness. I'm excited for the viewers to watch it tomorrow, because I think whatever was in that closet was having more fun with you than it did with me, and it's very terrifying and intriguing.
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
It's okay. I mean, we all have Walter really liked you, we all have our particular spirits.
Yep. Oh, well, folks, we should let Ty get to bed. His ears are probably ringing.
Yes.
Or not. I don't know how this works for him.
I don't know
but
if they're playing it day by day. But imagine what I'm going to hear in the dark next season.
Super excited. You better have supersonic hearing, man.
Yeah, I asked them to not just fix the eardrums, but let's get an upgrade. That'd be perfect.
Awesome. Well, we genuinely wanted to thank you all for joining. This is really the best part of our weeks. it makes putting this content out totally worth it to be able to communicate with you guys. If you want to communicate with us outside of our Tuesday chats, join us online. Check us out on our social media, Haunt Me Official. Those are across all the platforms. And again, if you want that content early, head over to ko-fi.com/hauntmeofficial. You can watch things without ads. It's pretty great, not gonna lie. Yeah, so definitely check that out. Also, we are closing our pre-orders for the Rune deck, so if you're looking to treat yourself this holiday season, definitely put that pre-order in so we can get that over to you. Other than that, guys, thank you again. Keep investigating and keep telling us your theories. This has been really great.
See you guys next week. Can keep those comments coming. That was awesome to talk with you guys about the Hinsdale House tonight.
Good night, everyone.
Good night.
Good night.